Hey guys, welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. My chat made me laugh right as I started my intro. We are back on part 17, More Rise from the Ashes. We left off investigating with Gumshoe, so we finished talking to him about everything there needed to be talked about, but we still have some stuff left to do in that, in the evidence room, because Gumshoe has still been kicked off the case. Poor Gummy. So let's go. I can take down the sticky note, which is start examining evidence room, investigated nothing. Alright.
There's something sticking out of there.
Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case.
I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put it there.
There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was open recently. How do you know? If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence? Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot, too.
I bet he doesn't tuck his shirt into his trench coat either.
That's a lie, Nick. You don't know that, but we know that that's a lie.
Yeah.
There is exactly one CG of Gumshoe without his coat, and he looks very snazzy. If you're gonna talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal.
Yeah, but I'd rather be up front. I've had bad experiences in the past, Gumshoe.
Mr. Wright, do you need to talk about your trauma with the therapist or something?
Probably. Anyway.
Okay.
Look at the store over here.
Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner.
That looks like a car door?
There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame.
Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away.
Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing.
He's been shot square in the forehead.
Better him than us. Lupin the Third yells chat. This place is stuffed with evidence. Stuffed with dreams.
I'm not so sure about the dreams.
It won't open.
Did you really think it would?
Hey pal, our security is high-tech around here. Is that Gummy's secret weapons? Those are Gummy's secret weapons, besides missile.
We can't keep missile here.
No.
Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here.
What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is. Ah, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it.
Wait, I've seen this somewhere before.
Nick.
Like 3 months ago.
I was gonna say Nick.
Not even.
Come the fuck on. That's what proved...
2 months ago.
Yeah, that's what proved Miles innocent. Right, pal. That's that metal detector. The one that led to the solving of that case out on Gourd Lake, remember?
Oh, right. Wow, that feels like ages ago. And... I don't think I've seen this one before.
Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it'll come in handy solving some case sooner or later.
That cheap looking box?
You can't judge a person or machine by their cover. You gotta look at their heart. That goes for why Gummy's rod does not have a reel. You can't judge it because it doesn't have a reel. You have to judge it by its heart. I've actually used a fishing pole that doesn't have a reel. It's difficult, but you can do it. So we're gonna ignore the very obvious clue for now. What is the saw and paint doing here? Since the dawn of time, true art has always been a war against oppression. True art? I noticed there's blue and yellow paint here.
Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger?
Why do you sound so odd, Mr. Wright?
No reason.
Well...
I just like art.
Okay, everyone needs hobbies. Gumshoe taking a selfie next to graffiti that says "fuck cops."
He would.
And then he'd get really mad. Well, you might say this is my studio.
Here? In the evidence room?
Someone left a glove here, but only one.
Detective Gumshoe, maybe?
There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. You know, I saved you guys from the mafia.
Yeah, you did. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. That's evidence from the case, you know.
You mean SL9? It does have the tag on it.
Rubber glove added to the court record. Tagged evidence for the SL9 incident. Extremely thin rubber glove. Look, this one's open. And the red indicator light above the door is lit. It's lit AF. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I heard that silent judgment from you as soon as it left my mouth. I was like, I know exactly the kind of look I'd be getting. God damn it. That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint.
Detective Goodman's locker?
Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that? Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it.
It's empty. They must have taken the contents somewhere elsewhere.
Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces.
Detective Gumshoe, perhaps?
There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. I saved you from the mob.
Thank you.
That's apparently from the case. The case? The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of the pieces there?
Another piece of SL9 evidence.
No, we're just gonna leave it alone. We should take a closer look.
I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke.
You want to try to put it back together?
No, Phoenix does not know how to read.
Ha! Good luck, pal. There's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up. That's why I always carry around a tube of glue.
Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place.
Oh, I hate this. This fucking thing. It's not that I hate this puzzle, it's that I hate this fucking thing. And you know why I hate this fucking thing.
Fuck.
Okay. I, like, vaguely remember what shape it's supposed to be in. This is... Okay. That's the one we're looking to match up here. Shut up. I'm gonna remember it. There we go.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just letting you do you.
I can feel myself being silently judged. Like, Danny, why aren't you blocking?
Danny, why aren't you blocking?
I didn't know that you had to. I didn't know it was a vital skill. Kazi, have you played Birth by Sleep? No? Okay. Let's just say blocking is essential to one of the main character's final battles, and it's just pretty much essential to that character. This bitch went through the whole game without blocking. So when it came down to, you know, game time, I was in trouble. I have never broken a controller in my life, and that still stands. Laughs in Black and the White. Breath of the Wild parry mechanics that became crucial for a boss. I never finished Breath of the Wild. I got like 2 shrines done, and then got really obsessed with doing the Sheikah shrines. Why am I dumb? It's too... I did not mean to hit that. I meant to hit rotate. Wait. No, I was gonna say. My dad rage quit when he got to the parry riposte boss because he was frustrated he actually had to learn how to play the game. It was hysterical. He's played Myst and he rage quit Breath of the Wild? Are you kidding me? He's played Myst. I only know 2 other people that have played Myst. And I think the rest of all 3 of us know one of them. He got pissed off at the Sheikah puzzles. They're so easy. They're like baby puzzles.
Oh my god. I finished Ravine.
He finished Ribbon too? Oh my god. Excuse me. Sir. Oh my god.
Do you want some help?
Please.
It's the 4th piece.
It's the 4th piece? Okay.
4th, yeah.
I'm doing the Sorrow TV thing.
There you go.
Really? It looked so much smoother. It really honestly did. That looked so much smoother. I can't believe you just... I did not mean to hit that. I can't believe you just remember that shit offhand. And then again, I remember weird shit offhand too, so...
Danny, how many times have I played this?
That's true. You've played this case more than anything else combined in the Ace Attorney series.
I have a problem. I have a problem, okay?
I think we could tally up the hours that you've played Ace Attorney and the times you've beaten Rise from the Ashes and the hours you've played Rise from the Ashes. And the hours you played Rise from the Ashes would outdo the times you've played the rest.
Oh, bullshit.
The other...
Bullshit. We're getting close though.
Yeah, exactly. We're getting there. Yeah, I was like, that's not it. That is the top. Look, you have to remember when I'm put on the spot with puzzles. It hoits. 380 hours playing Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Dang.
360 is listening to Get Clap. No, not me. This was a joke set up. You know what? You know what? That would be a perfectly viable thing. That is a very pleasant sound. Sound designers did good on that. See, I got it. It's just that one piece. It was a piece of shit. You have to remember, my dumbass through Portal. You have to remember our dumbasses through Portal too.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That was one of the funniest things we've ever done. Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing. Yeah, I got that far too in 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it. Were some pieces stolen?
I bet they were missing to begin with.
Still. I need to for my gumshoe voice. I need to have the
Oh yeah, I did see that news.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
GG. I have it on 360 and Steam, so I'm good. But GG for Portal. Proud of it. It doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar. Oh, Oh, I hit B instead of A. I kind of understand how it got broken. OG Orange Box, baby! Yeah, exactly. That's me too. Half-Life and Portal. Hot take, don't like TF2.
I had fun with TF2.
Well, remember it was shoved down my throat.
Yeah. If you put these pieces together, it makes a jar.
There are two things that bother me. One, why are some of the pieces missing? Two, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke.
I'll make sure to remember that the next time I make a jar. Now I'm just imagining Nick doing pottery.
Pottery. It's actually a very cute thought.
It is. It's a very wholesome image.
Yeah, the part with the blood is missing. Hey, look! They're hard to make out, but there's some dark red stains here.
Looks like blood.
Do you think Detective Goodman's blood somehow got on this when he was stabbed? I almost said Detective Gumshoe. Extracurricular, yep. Yep, you got it, chat.
Not likely. This blood looks like it's been here for months, maybe longer. This jar was evidence in the SL9 incident. That might have been when the blood got on it.
Alright, we're gonna see if anybody has to take a shot, because I burned my tongue. Nope.
The tag says SL911. I guess this is another piece of evidence from that case.
You know, I never did care for the word tag. It's confusing.
Huh? What's so confusing about that?
Do you know how many other words sound like it? Bag, gag, nag, lag, sag.
Sag? Is that a word?
Do you challenge me?
What, are we playing word games now?
What? Do you... Shag is one. Simon isn't here to correct him on that, though. Do you not play Words with Friends, Mr. Wright?
What's that?
It's a mobile game. You can also play it on your browser and Facebook. It's like Scrabble. Except, you know, you play it online.
Huh. No, I haven't. I have to check it out next time I log into Facebook.
Yeah, it's fun. Why don't you just play it on your phone? That's easy to access.
You've seen my phone.
Oh, right. You have an ancient phone. Emma, like, don't even get me started on Wordle. It's not time for Wordle yet, I don't believe.
Nope.
Yeah,
not yet.
This is pre-Wordle. This is Prime Words with Friends era. Like, right before they did some kind of update that, like, screwed them. Excellent, thank you. That is absolutely what I wanted to see. They're like, wow, you can rotate
beautiful.
the evidence, and then they're just like, have a close-up image of this fucking locker.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, look at this PNG. Same with that. Okay. Now we'll go to the fucking print.
What's this? Blood?
It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint there.
It looks like someone tried to wipe it off.
Mr. Wright, what if there are other bloodstains left in the room?
We should use our testing fluid to check it out.
Okay. I remember this now after being a dumbass. I remember. Sieve spray. This is also just fun.
Spray
So
a little lower.
don't at me. Shut up. This is also just fun. Don't at me. It's very fun to do it when you can just spam click it.
That must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective?
Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien?
Oh my god.
Vulcans have green blood, guys? No? Okay. This proves that something really happened in front of this locker.
I'll make note of it in the floor plans.
Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked.
No, I like your opinion, Gumshoe.
Oh, grunts do have blue blood. Does Emma play Halo? Likely not. Likely not. There's also blue blood in the movie The World's End, because if they'd made it red, Edgar Wright would have gotten the equivalent of an X rating. The British equivalent of an X rating. And there's some over here as well. If I remember correctly. Aha, I do! Also, Kaity loves grunts.
I do. They're so ugly, they're cute.
My favorite thing is Grunt Birthday Party.
Oh.
Why? You shoot them and confetti comes out. It's the best thing ever.
Yeah, but they die.
They die anyway. You may as well get confetti out of it. You also think turrets are cute.
They are adorable.
Yeah, and look what I did to your precious turrets.
I will never forgive you.
Yeah, I know. A grunt propaganda podcast.
Yes!
I will say no more.
Yes!
Why am I getting a reaction here?
There's no reason for the murderer to touch the spot if he fled out of the door. This might mean something significant.
Hey! Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid. Where'd you get your hands on that? Huh? I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief.
Where do you get this, Emma?
I always buy it by mail order.
Well, I'd better jot this down on floor plans.
But, like, not the one on Gumshoe's locker? Oh, we didn't. I sprayed it, but I guess not enough to, like, draw attention to it.
Yeah, you didn't spray it 3 times.
I knew it. This is someone's right handprint. What?
What's the matter, detective?
This locker, it's mine. It's yours? Please, you have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify that I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals?
Yeah. Just hang on. Yes, I absolutely will, but this is an important clue. Jot this down on the floor plans, too.
Pal, please.
Gumshoe, it's okay.
I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police. What? But you're a detective. Hey, pal, look at the time. That's like a perfect segue.
Was there something you needed to be, or yeah.
Yeah, somewhere you needed to be getting to.
Yeah.
It's okay. you were laughing too hard.
Sorry.
At that perfect segue. I also jumped the gun, so it's okay. You're good. We were laughing too hard. We're having fun here. Everybody's having fun, right? We're having fun.
Not anymore.
I'm like an aggressive father on family trips. Everyone's having fun, right? We're all having fun. Don't you want to go have fun?
No, Dad, I hate you. Want to go home.
Oh, chat.
Fuck. Shots fired.
Damn. It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm gonna go give them my report for the day. I forgot about this fucking Easter egg.
Yep.
Oh my god, that's right. I remembered the one inside of his locker. I forgot about this. It might help, you know. Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer?
The one that says nothing but no problems?
Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him.
Who needs enemies when you got friends like Detective Gumshoe?
I'm off, pal. Later.
Wow. Okay, it lagged out for a second.
No, it's okay. Yeah, my upload speed hit straight up hit 0, so you're good.
Okay. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say, too.
Yeah, shouldn't we ask him about, you know, that bloody nose?
Yeah, I want to make sure he's okay.
Wait a sec. I don't remember. Okay. There are a couple of things we have to do first before we go check on Miles. Because we have to do this with anyone who could have entered the evidence room.
We've already done this with him, though.
Really?
Yeah, that's how we got Goodman's name. Yeah, now we're gonna get this dialogue.
Did we get this before? I don't remember. For anyone who's curious, we skipped a day of recording, so I'm just like, what?
I mean, we didn't get this dialogue, but...
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, you know what? I was just being proactive. I was being so Oh, Emma's theme. Meekins.
Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this?
I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry. But I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir.
He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright.
It takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth.
Okay, that was like the only other person. So, because Angel can't get in, so.
No.
Miles. Chat. Sure. Yeah, that's what we're calling it these days. Ah, guests. My apologies.
Oh my god. Oh, it's you.
Have we met somewhere?
You wave at me out the window.
No, I stare at you.
Huh?
Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long.
Is Edgeworth here?
There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand.
Oh. Oh, he does not look happy.
Right.
He has the hotel bring him tea service?
How far is Nick's office from the prosecutors? Because the Gatewater is right next to it, next to Nick's office. So how far is his office from the prosecutor's office?
It's got to be a little bit, at least a little bit of a hike. Not like super far, but...
Huh, that's interesting. Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry? I am.
By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you.
Ah, yes. He brought me the latest information, it seems. Really? Was it helpful? Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow.
The real info's on the other side, Edgeworth?
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing is really taking a toll on him.
Hey, Edgeworth, you been okay lately?
I've been fine.
No nosebleeds or anything?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Why you always lie?
If you say so.
Oh my god.
Stop
fucking lying. Always lying to me. You lying so much. Making it hard for me. Sorry. Okay. The streaming thing I use, which is not Streamlabs, but the other one, Stream Elements, was like, hey, 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 and I'm like, please. Oh, okay, that's what chat meant.
So, how'd the inquiry committee go?
Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation. Concealing evidence? Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time. Again.
Again?
I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago.
Are you sure you're okay for the trial tomorrow?
Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney. However... Alright, sorry, it dropped 0 again. You still with me?
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't hear if you read your line because it flunked to 0.
Something happened?
They gave control of the investigation over to the police department. The police department? Yes. Any further investigation for this case will be directed by the chief of police Gant. Oh my god, my fucking thing. Okay, sorry, my uploading is like tanking randomly. That's why there's weird spikes and lag. I can do nothing but wait for his results.
I see.
Why, I ask you, why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still.
Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts.
Hey, Miles.
Oh, right, I'd better check this now.
As I was saying, oh, what's this? A record of ID card usage?
Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room on that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less.
Yes, that's true. Well, why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go, by Chief Gant, no less. The chief of police? He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office.
But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed.
The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Can I ask what kind of case it was? I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case.
Now I'm curious about this other case. I'd better make note of it.
Also, I love the new sprite they added for Miles there.
Yeah.
I've been neglecting to mention that, but I actually genuinely love this, like, angsty sprite of his.
Glancing away sprite, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Unrelated evidence, screwdriver. Evidence from a past case of Edgeworth's brought back to his office by Gant's request. Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Can we show him anything else?
Yeah.
Hey, Miles, let's just go through everything. Right, please. I'm the prosecutor on this case. You don't expect me to sit here and discuss the case with you over a cup of tea.
I'll pass on the tea. Just tell me about the case. Huh?
Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner.
Whose side are you on anyway? Why is everyone so mean to me? Maybe I just show him my best evidence so I can get some reaction out of him.
Quietly tuck screwdriver into pink binder. What about this jar? What about this rubber glove?
Nope.
What about the evidence locker? Yeah, I didn't think
Nope.
so. I didn't think so. What about all these bloodstains? Nope.
Nope.
Miles, please, just love me. I just imagine Nick showing him shit like, love me.
Nope.
It is very funny if you look at it that way. Fine, what about the screwdriver? Because you pull bullshit where I get evidence from you, and then I have to present it back to your ass. No, okay, okay, okay. You know what? Just wanted to make sure. That absolutely happens in JFA.
It also happens in TNT, so...
Yeah, it does.
No, not TNT, JFA.
Yeah, I said JFA.
Oh, okay. I thought you said... Yeah, never mind.
It happens in JFA. Nick is a
Yeah.
Corvid. His love language is shoving random shit in people's face. How about this garish trophy? Nope. How about the knife? How about your parking stuff? It's so funny if you think of it like just Nick being like, please love me, Miles.
I'm just gonna wait till you find it.
Knife! That's not a knife.
This is a knife.
This is a knife. Oh shit!
Good job!
Fuck. Alright, no, hang on. Hang on. I've got the transcript. I've got the transcript. I've got the transcript.
Oh, god damn it. Ugh. I don't.
I'll link it to you really quick.
I can pull it up real quick. It's just
Okay.
I have it at my fingertips.
You have it at your fingertips. Is it in part 2?
Yes. No.
No, it's in part... Why did it open up on part 2? Oh, wow, there's 6 parts to this transcript. Jesus H. Evidence room. High prosecutor's office. Okay, I'm there. Present.
On it.
Victim's note or switchblade knife?
Yep.
Okay, is that the one we've got?
Yes.
Okay. I know you. You probably got a hold of some information already, right?
It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident. It had some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in.
You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life, as I recall. I figure I'd be telling you about this sooner or later.
A bad memory. He's talking about the murder in the elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Well,
Yeah, and yeah. So they changed the dialogue. Okay, he must be talking about his father's murder in the elevator. That's interesting.
yep.
Okay. This is the only two things you can present to him.
Yep. We can talk to him.
The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of the investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant.
That wacky old kook was involved in the case 2 years ago too, then.
You had to call him a wacky old coot.
Nick, why must you hurt me? Wow, that was mean to laugh at.
It's funny. You're gonna laugh at me when I have to insult Edgeworth. I feel upset in doing so. You're gonna laugh at me when I have to insult a certain character that you keep saying fuck so and so in private.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna
Fuck
laugh.
him.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be sad inside. He was a top officer, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous. Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth?
What I want to know is why the deputy chief of police was on the investigation.
I mean, Nick, it was a serial killing. In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict, and the killer was executed.
Wait, you didn't?
Of course not! I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code, and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. My sister? What? If you were still studying forensic science, Miles, you talked very slowly there. Huh? Yes, of course. Why, just today Mr. Wright and I were using this. Luminol testing fluid, Well then, you might have use for this. Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints? It's been chemically treated for better adhesion. For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know. I've no say in today's investigation. Do as you will.
Edgeworth, I'm really...
No need to thank me. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved.
Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well?
Because if he's caught with him, he's gonna get in so much fucking trouble, Nick. Recovers fingerprints from handprints for comparison with fingerprint file. Well, let's get going. One last investigation.
Right. I do seem to remember seeing some suspicious handprints somewhere.
Mr. Wright and Mr. Edgeworth are acting really weird around each other.
She's still sussing it out.
Yeah, of course she is! Goodbye.
Talk to you later, Edgeworth.
Goodbye, Angstworth. You know, oh, bye, Angel. You know, after they leave is when he's like, son of a bitch. That's why he asked about the nosebleed. Because they had luminol testing fluid. Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Yep.
They came into my office and sprayed it. What the fuck?
Our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint.
Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker.
Let's use our secret weapon we just borrowed.
Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger.
A finger?
Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print.
I really can't tell the difference at a glance.
Quit procrastinating and choose a finger.
Okay.
Which one, Mr. Wright?
Smudge down below. No, not that one. Not that one.
Mr. Wright, are you sure? I mean, I just told you exactly what we should be doing.
Fine, the index finger.
Oh my god. I think I was talking to a grade schooler.
I want to see if that one's Detective Gumshoe's fingerprint, but it won't let me.
Yeah, it doesn't let you. I'm mashing A. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Nick, like, can't you let me have a little fun? Just a little? After he's been such a fucking sourpuss this whole time? No. Emma deserves to raid on his parade. After Nick's like, I'm all alone, and falls onto a chase in his office, and like... and Emma's right there like, hello, hi, here to help you, got forensic knowledge.
The chase thing is funny.
Shays.
I'm so surprised you had never seen that commercial before.
No. Emma, like, what am I, chopped liver? Yeah, exactly. If you guys haven't seen the, what is that a commercial for?
Value City Furniture.
Value City Furniture with a chase. With a chase lounge. Please look it up on YouTube. It's very funny. Do you mean like the entire first two chapters of JF? Yeah, I know. Well, no, those are Nick has Vietnam flashbacks. And Nick is saddled with unnecessary feelings. We're jumping the gun a little bit though. Let me show you how it's done.
Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eye.
First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around.
Huh? How do we do that?
With the brush.
With the little puff.
Yeah, with the puff. With that. See?
Ah. It looks like that did the trick.
The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. With the hands God gave you, Mr. Wright. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess.
Huh? How do I... Why am I asking how to do this?
You use your mouth? Mr. Wright, do you know how to breathe? Are you okay?
No, I think I need to lay down.
Mr. Wright.
I should go take a nap.
Are you really... You just blow on it. Exciting, I know. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. See?
Wow. That looks like fun. It might take some getting used to, though. Nick, what is wrong? It's just like, what is wrong with me? I need a nap.
It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. Detroit become attorney. Connor has the best storyline in that game. Marcus is an edgelord. And I think her name was Kara. Kara's was good, but it was very obvious heartstring bait, but it worked. So, but yeah, Connor is best boy. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. Those are the basics of fingerprinting, Mr. Wright. I've unlocked Fish's favorite character archetype, baby. Connor is, well, that's because Connor's just the best boy. He and Hank are wonderful.
I guess I'd better give it a try.
I love fingerprinting because, oh my god. This is literally, I'm not doing this to troll, this is literally how I play the game. I cover the whole screen.
Meanwhile, me.
I'm like, it's snowing. It's snowing.
Oh god, no. I can't do it like this. I fucking can't.
Well, you're not playing the game.
I know. Suffering. I'm suffering.
Chat's with me, though. That's the correct way to play the game. Aha! Everyone is against you.
My CSI school boot camp.
Get all this cocaine.
Yeah,
It's
fun fact, I did it, like, our school offered, like, this summer course just to, like, you know, just do something in that, and it was, like, a CSI forensic stuff, and I had so much fun with that. And I learned how to properly test for fingerprints.
see, you telling that story just prolonged me doing it.
Ugh.
I was like, Mr. Wright, you're wasting it. Okay.
Nick!
This actually sucks though, like when you're playing it on the DS and the 3DS and you actually have to blow into the mic. I literally get so lightheaded. Even if I just have like a dab on there, I get so lightheaded. I eventually end up taking canned air and spraying it at the mic.
Shit.
Mr. Wright, we're all covered in it now. This reminds me of my childhood playing with the spray paint tool and MS Paint. Do you want to build a snowman? Oh my god. Chat is... We're just all insane. Oh. Aha! You did it! You found one! In a sea of cocaine.
You shouldn't know what cocaine is.
15.
Shame on you. I need a water bottle to squirt you too. This looks nothing like a fingerprint.
Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't.
What does it mean?
I think it means we're kind of we're out of luck. No, it looks like the void.
Out of luck.
And the person who left this handprint must have worn gloves.
Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here.
You were the one that was wasting all my fingerprinting solution from Mr. Edgeworth.
Sometimes I'm not in control of my body and it's really distressing.
Mr. Wright, that's not...
I know.
No,
It's alarming.
No, you like really need to see a therapist.
I don't think a therapist can help me on that front.
Mr. Wright, you're getting a little meta and it's scaring me. Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations and not your life. But it does seem a shame.
Christ.
I don't know why that made me
Everyone's
laugh
just
so hard.
dunking on Nick.
I don't know why that made me laugh so hard. Because poor Nick, my ass. He's been a little butt munch this case.
To be fair, everyone's kind of been a butt munch.
Yeah, that's true. Chat, don't hurt me like that. Chat, we have I don't know how many years until the release of Chapter 3. Don't do that to me. Oh. But it does seem a shame, you know, that you dumped the whole, you know, you just yeeted the whole thing at the locker.
I'm sorry.
While we're at it, why don't we look for other prints? Good thing Mr. Edgeworth gave us a second one.
Other prints?
Looking at the locker door again closely, it seems like there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well. Let's see if we can find a clear print.
Fingerprints outside the blood.
Now we can investigate the smudge. Okay, I'll be kind.
Be kind, please rewind.
Yeah, I thought of that too. And this is why I absolutely code it, so I don't have to do it 50 goddamn times, because it gets so picky. Good enough?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Draw a smiley face. Oh, I'll do that next time. Yay! A print so clear it's dazzling.
Dazzling?
Yeah, dazzling. Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away.
So we're not done yet? This is quite a process.
Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right?
I guess she's right.
Get it? Point? Like a pointer finger? Yeah. There's a laugh.
I like puns.
Look at the fingerprint data we got from Mr. Edgeworth. And point out the person you think left these prints.
Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was?
I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So, whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this evidence locker?
Meekins.
Mr. Wright. I'm just gonna run this now. I think you need a nap.
I do need a nap.
Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Why is his portrait so angry?
He's like that sometimes.
Nick hasn't been sleeping well.
No, he hasn't.
Guess who's been sleeping less well? Miles. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look.
I guess that's probably because I'm thinking, so what?
Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright.
Thanks for the sympathy.
You gotta know when to hold them and you gotta know when to fold them, okay?
That's a good song.
Yeah, you gotta know when to walk away, know when to run.
Oh, wait. If I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out.
Yeah, this case really was a test run for writing Apollo. Yes, it was. Like, I know you joked about it, but, like, it seriously was. Okay, I guess we need to spray the luminol fluid again to find it. Oh, okay. Or it just appears magically.
You might be able to no, I don't know if you can examine it or just have to use it.
Yeah, we do have to examine it.
Yeah. This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right?
Right. There was a handprint here. Okay, want to try using this properly this time?
There goes her eye sparkling again. Okay, let's check for prints.
That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first.
What?
The area with the blood was wiped away, right?
We only ended up finding it using chemical means.
Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too.
Oh, right. So that means no prints.
Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high?
Don't ask me.
Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away.
Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand.
Because when they grab them, it's on the inside of this, so there's no use in checking the handle.
Nope.
Prints outside of the... Oh, I was right on it. Look at that. Just do a little testy test.
I gave it my best shot.
That kind of result won't be any good for matching prints, will it?
But it doesn't look like we'll get a clearer result from this print.
Okay, let's try a different finger then. We have to find one other than the bloody handprint.
Yeah, the index finger or the thumb, because neither of those were wiped away. Therefore, those prints didn't leave blood.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we just did the index. The thumb is around here somewhere. Because we just did the index right here, and that wasn't a clear print.
Yeah, try up a little higher.
What? Oh, what? What? Oh, they're saying this is the thumb? Oh. This is why I'm not an artist. My anatomy of that hand was just... That was me completely just, like, derping on the anatomy of a hand. And this is where, you know, someone's like, take your hand and smack yourself in the face. Nope. Huh.
Hey, these fingerprints, they...
Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know?
It's Officer Marshall.
Huh? Officer Jake Marshall? Marshall's fingerprints found on a bloody handprint left in the evidence room. The print had been wiped. That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime. Oh, line again, sorry.
Emma. This is decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction. Blood and the fingerprints are in the same place.
Oh. Oh!
So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain.
But why would Officer Marshall...
It looks like our investigation is finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence.
I don't believe it. Okay, we got through investigation in an hour. You want to call that an episode here just to keep things chopped up nicely and then continue on to court, or...
Let's just continue on because I'm only gonna be able to do one episode.
Okay. So we'll go to the trial. Trial former. Yay. So, what do you think, Mr. Wright?
I think the prosecution is as confused as we are. After all, the victim was murdered in 2 different places at the same time. And a different suspect was arrested in each of the crime scenes.
Lana!
Good morning, Mr. Wright. I apologize for yesterday. I was indisposed. I hope they didn't hold you too long for questioning. We just finished, actually. I'm used to all-nighters, though.
So, how'd it go?
It's as Mr. Wright suspected. The police are clueless. I figured as much, so I struck a plea bargain.
A plea bargain? What do you mean by that?
We agreed that if I told them the truth behind the simultaneous murders, they wouldn't seek capital punishment. That's what I mean, Emma.
But Lana, don't tell me you...
Much to my regret. I am much in the dark about this as they are. This sky. We found trace evidence of a certain person in the police department detective room. They belong to Officer Jake Marshall. What kind of trace evidence? Blood-stained fingerprints, to be exact. That's the trump card I have up my sleeve today. You do understand what this means, don't you?
In order to defend my sister, you're going to accuse Mr. Marshall?
We have to play the cards we're dealt. Isn't that right, Miss Sky? Do what you have to do, Mr. Wright.
God, all the fucking foreshadowing to AA4 in this case. Jesus Christ. It's very subtle and very good, but it hurts me. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Sky.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution is... I'm afraid you'll have to clarify. It takes 30 minutes by car to reach the police department from the prosecutor's office. Yet the victim, Bruce Goodman, was slain at both places at the same time. But that's not physically possible, is it? Also, why the fuck would they put those two so far apart when they work so closely together? Guys. The prosecution is gay, sir. The prosecution is Nick sexual. What's more, I hear the victim from the evidence room just disappeared. Yeah, and the body eventually reappeared in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car.
Wow, this is one messed up trial.
One of my duties as prosecutor is to present impartial evidence. Today I will present evidence relating to the murder at the police department. In so doing, I believe the way in which we should proceed will reveal itself. Now that's what sets Mr. Edgeworth apart. He sounds so on top of things.
Yeah, on top of things.
Mr. Wright?
Huh?
You sounded kind of dreamy there.
No, it's alright.
Mr. Wright?
Look, I've seen some impressive cases with him, okay?
Cases. I'm just gonna... Mr.
Are you
Wright,
writing this out again?
Mr. Wright seems to have a fascination with Mr. Edgeworth's organization?
Let's just go with that, yeah.
Must investigate further as to what he means by on top of things. I'm saving Emma's innocence here. This sweet girl is only 15. Like, I get it. We were all cracking dick jokes at 15, but like, I can't. Not with Emma. Not with this sweet girl. I also love, there was this comic, and I don't remember who the artist was, but they were a Mia Lana shipper, and it was really funny because they were like reflecting on like the "she was attracted to me" line, and then it's like Emma in and like when she's older, and it's like now it's like Lana, a known lesbian, Emma, a now out of the closet bisexual, and then she's like mid snack and she's like, oh my god, my sister was fucking that defense attorney. It's one of the funnier shippy comics I've seen. It was very, very, it was just really funny because she just had this realization like mid crunch.
Mid-snacku.
Yeah, mid-snacku. She was just like, crunch. Oh my god, that's just, my sister was fucking that defense attorney. It was so funny. even though he doesn't know what's going on himself.
And that's supposed to be an admirable trait?
I mean, you seem to admire it.
I do. I do. Very much so.
Addendum. Mr. Wright admires it very much so. Very well, let the trial resume. Look, I like Abbott and Costello as much as the next person, but the defense needs to stop this. On the day of the crime, what exactly transpired at the police department? I'm making myself laugh. Mr. Edgeworth, you may call your first witness of the day to the stand.
You okay there, Judge? Started to get a little Edgeworth there.
No, I didn't. What are you talking about? Oh God, Old Bag isn't even here. We don't have any excuses. Shit.
Sure we do. We'll see our excuse in a moment.
Oh God. Oh God. Udgy has been practicing his impressions. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you, chat. Oh no, I forgot that he was the witness here. Oh. For its first witness, the prosecution calls the suspect of the murder that occurred at the police department. The suspect? You mean the so-called murderer?
Oh boy. Things are getting wild from the get-go.
Will the witness please state his name and occupation?
Yes, sir. I'm Officer Mike Meekins, sir.
Oh my God. Hamster voice boy.
Occupation is, it would be murderer, sir.
So you're telling us you're a professional killer?
Sir, it was me, sir. I'm the one who did it. I'll never kill anyone again, sir. You gotta believe me, sir.
Meekins, why do you pick the days that I have headaches? Michael Meekins. Oh. Actually, what we'd like to hear from you is...
Sir, I'm what you call part of the younger generation, sir. A person whose actions adults can't possibly comprehend.
Did he just call the judge a boomer, Mr. Wright?
He did, and he's trying to say that he's like 2 years younger than me. Oh God, he's giving us a bad light. Your Honor, I object.
Wait.
Miles should object too.
Wait, did he just say okay boomer in like the most roundabout way possible?
Yes. Edgeworth, object to him.
I have no control over this witness. I have tried.
Oh. Okay. I'm just gonna...
Please, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Help me, sir. Officer Meekins.
Yes, sir.
Give us your report of the crime. Consider that in order.
Yes, sir. As you wish. After all, I'm part of the generation that must be told what to do, sir.
You can't fault him.
God.
You can't fault him for a lack of enthusiasm.
Oh my God.
Miles be like, have you been paying attention to the last 4 cases? I don't have control of any of my witnesses.
Although it's not my normal duty, I was assigned to guard the evidence room that day. I spotted a suspicious man on the security screen and rushed into the room. I was only doing as I was trained, sir.
Kill!
Kill!
He's like a sleeper agent.
I was suddenly attacked.
I kind of love the idea of Mike Meekins' government sleeper agent.
Jesus Christ.
I fought for my life. Then I did it. After that, I passed out until another officer smacked me awake.
So the victim, Detective Goodman, attacked you.
Do unto others before they do unto you!
All right, I don't need hearing aids. Please don't make me need them.
That's the Meekins family motto, sir.
Isn't that also the golden rule or something like that?
It's do unto others as you wish to have done unto you.
Okay, yes. I see. Then you fainted and a colleague helped you regain consciousness.
Yes, sir. He knocked me upside the head, sir.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Do I have to?
Yes, there are people with pets outside. I have heard a cat. And now I can hear a dog, and I want to go pet them. So you must cross-examine, so I may go pet the animals.
What I need here is more info to work with.
Nick's like, I want to pet the dog.
Okay. I want to pet that dog.
It's a love-hate relationship you have with that vine.
God, that kid.
I know. You have a love-hate relationship with that. Can I pet that dog? Chat. Pet a dog.
Mr. Meekins, you work in General Affairs Department, do you not?
Yes, sir. I'm in charge of hiring new recruits, sir.
Oh, God.
Yikes. Now there's a scary thought.
Evidence transferal was taking place on the day of the crime, which meant many officers were given special tasks not ordinarily performed.
I was in charge of guarding the Blue Badger, sir.
The Blue Badger?
Yes, sir. A lovely police mascot created by the Chief of Detectives, sir.
Oh, God.
I was to ensure that it wasn't broken during the transferal process. That was my sole mission for the day, sir.
I see. Sounds like a very, important mission.
After the award ceremony finished that day, there were so many people running around. I relocated the Blue Badger to the evidence room.
Oh, so that's why you went to the evidence room. Tell us, what did you see when you got there?
In order to enter the evidence room, you needed an ID card, am I correct?
Precisely, sir. I have one right around my neck, sir. There's no sir there, but I added it anyway.
It's Meekins. Nobody's ever going to question an extra sir.
So then, your ID number should be on this list here, right?
There it is, sir! I found it! This is the one right here.
Could you please read us the number and not through the megaphone?
Yes, sir. It's 4989596. That's my number, sir.
Wow, I'm very impressed with that. I would have tripped all over myself. Seriously, kudos. I would have been like, it's 48... blah, 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 blah. I can't read numbers very quickly for some reason.
I see. Huh? But the number 4989596.
Oh my god. You... This is sorcery! Witchcraft! I'm turning into Judge Claude Frollo here.
Is shown being used twice.
Please explain, witness.
It's no real mystery, sir. The first time was when I relocated the blue badger into the evidence room. And the second time was when I went in to go get him after everything settled down.
I see. So it was during the second time when...
Yes, sir. That was when I spotted the man on the security screen.
Yeah, I agree. Kaity out here with the verbal 10-key skills. God damn. Alright, so that's been updated.
So you were attacked. Can you please tell us exactly what happened to you?
It was a knife, sir! A knife!
Detective Goodman pulled a knife on you? What happened then?
Well, with me charging in on him like that, he looked as surprised as I was.
You weren't exactly the kind of person someone would want to run into.
That's when I reacted, sir. I swung my arms like an octopus, struggled to detain him. That's how I got the gash on my hand.
Maybe if you just kept your cool, your hand wouldn't be, you know, cut up.
When I saw the blood trickling down my arm, I panicked. I grabbed the man by his collar.
What exactly do you mean when you say you did it?
I know I don't look like the type, but I'm really into kung fu films, sir. The man let his guard down for just an instant, so I snatched his knife from him.
You took his knife.
I spun him around and performed a disarming maneuver. I made sure to close my eyes like a man.
Meekins, honey, no.
See. He must have been desperate.
The next thing I knew, his white coat was drenched in a sea of blood, and then the next thing I knew,
Yes?
punched me right in the face, sir.
About what time did you regain consciousness?
No offense, sir, but how was I supposed to know that? I was unconscious.
Oh, right.
According to the report from the officer that woke up the witness, it was about 5:30.
He hit me hard in the head, too. I woke up crying tears of pain.
Wait, did Meekins get donkey punched awake? Is that what he's telling us?
Holy shit.
Did you never think of that?
No. No, I didn't.
That's nice. I mean, it's nice that you recovered, that is.
When I came around, though, I made sure to finish my mission, sir.
Your mission?
Yes, sir. The Blue Badger, sir. I returned him to the entrance before we got out of hand.
Oh, we can all rest easy now.
I believe we now have a fairly accurate picture of what happened.
Do we?
Yes, Your Honor. Only one thing remains unclear. Was the man this officer murdered really the victim?
He's got a point.
Yes, Officer Meekins.
With regards to that, sir, take a look at this. It was sent to my jail cell. Chief Gant delivered it to me just this morning, sir.
The chief?
Delivered it?
What is that? A videotape?
Yes, sir. That's absolutely right, sir. A videotape, sir. It contains footage from the security camera in the evidence room.
Objection!
What? But I specifically asked if there was such a tape, and was told it had been mistakenly erased. That's quite a mistake.
I just do what I'm told, sir. That's the only thing I'm really good at.
Looks like communication with the police department is as good as ever.
Well then, let's have a look. Show us the video of you murdering the victim.
Oh, please stop using the word murder, sir. It scares me.
A video of a real murder. Just what are we getting ourselves into?
Well, I believe we're all thinking the same thing. How can we deal with these unsettling feelings stirring within us? What the hell was that reeling piece of plywood?
Sir, that's the pride and joy of the entire Criminal Affairs Department, sir. That's the Blue Badger, sir.
Why am I not surprised this isn't going smoothly?
I hate this fucking security tape. I hate this.
Do you want me to help you with this?
No, I remember. It's the piece of evidence in the locker that's sticking out. I remember because the first time I played through this case, I watched that tape about 20 fucking times, not sure what the hell I was supposed to be looking for, because I was a junior in high school, squinting at a tiny-ass DS screen, being like, what is going on in my life? Miles Edgeworth, watch your fucking language. No, that was a pretty apt reaction. I'll let it pass. Yes, well, anyway. This tape seems to prove that the witness did indeed encounter someone in the evidence room, and some sort of activity did take place. Your Honor, instead of relying on clearly incomplete footage, the witness's testimony will suffice. Is that all right with you, Officer Meekins?
Yes, sir. As you wish, sir. His face can't clearly be seen on video. But there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprints on it. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. It must have been him. No one else could have unlocked it.
What's this about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have to have been Detective Goodman. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination.
I don't know where this cross-examination will lead. But everything begins with contradiction. That's where we have to start.
I do love that sprite of Meekins.
Oh, just rubbing his chin. Yeah.
Spacing the fuck out, looking in 2 different directions.
Yeah.
Because he absolutely is.
Holy shit.
Meekins, you okay, honey?
No.
No.
He's
no,
seen.
No.
He's seen things.
He's seen into the abyss.
He's seen eldritch horrors.
He's kind of part eldritch horror himself. He communes with the blue badger. He's got the skill that the OG Pennyworth... Oh, you mean, Pennywise? You mean Tim Curry? Are you talking about it? Yeah, that was Tim Curry.
Yeah, Tim Curry can't do the kind of that vacant stare that makes him look like he's looking in multiple directions.
Yeah, that was definitely Tim Curry.
Bless him.
You're talking about the old It movie, right? Not the one that just came out. Or not the 2-parter that just came out. Because that was 100% Tim Curry. It is hilariously awful, I think. But, like, very charming. I don't really think there was another... I think there were only 2 iterations of It. And that's been the recent one and then the Tim Curry one.
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh. That's interesting. I don't know. Either way, it's funny that you talk about Pennywise, because Tim Curry's Pennywise is actually an inspiration for a later character's laugh. No, you're fine. I actually just gave you a hint as to, you know, what hell I'm going to be putting everyone through. I'm so sorry, Katie.
Yay. Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him? At the face of the man who attacked you with a knife.
Sir, if you must put a label on the person that you've seen or not seen the man's face, I believe I could classify that as the latter.
The latter? You were standing right in front of him, were you not?
More to the point, you are the person who fought him, aren't you?
Oh, yes, sir, but we get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking to them, you see.
Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer.
Still, I'm sure it was him. I bet my badge on it.
But you don't know that for sure, do you? You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face.
Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must put a label people of having seen or not seen it.
Since his face can't be identified in the video, only you can verify it.
Why is everyone looking at me? If I had to label your stares as disturbing or...
Oh my lord. Meekins!
Ah!
Why are you a Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods, let alone for chicken noises. Now please be more certain when you testify.
Yes, sir.
You claimed the man who brandished the knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you are positive it was him.
About these lockers, is there no other way to open them?
No, sir. I tried myself on all kinds of... I myself tried all kinds of methods in the past.
Mr. Wright, did he just admit to trying to tamper with evidence?
At least trying to break and enter, yeah.
I was right. He's gonna sink this case.
Yep.
My sister is in a lot of trouble.
No, we still got fingerprints.
They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir.
I wonder what kind of methods he's tried.
If the man opened the locker's lock, which only responds to its registered fingerprints, then he must be the person the locker was assigned to.
Exactly my point, sir. And this too.
How do you know that information?
I heard rumors, sir. From people in the know, sir.
People in the know?
The workers in the department cafeteria, sir. They keep me informed. They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir.
For the record, the opened locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source. So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprint.
However, the most important detail is not shown in this video. The man's face.
Sir, if I may say something, sir.
Please do. After all, you are the one being examined.
I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. And it was his hand who tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify to this, sir.
Yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie. That is, unless the defense can find a problem with it. Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again.
Is there a problem with the security video?
Yes.
Yeah. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there's one thing that is particular that seems rather strange.
Strange.
This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman.
What? This video contains such a contradiction? Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I propose we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video.
He wants me to point it out?
Very well, proposal accepted. It was about time you two— let us further inspect this piece of evidence. I will now play the security tape until somebody dies or until the defense points out the contradiction. Either one.
I'll point it out. I'll point it out quickly.
Mr. Wright, please show us this contradiction you speak of.
I have to point out the problem in this video? This is the first time I've ever had to do that.
You can do it, Mr. Wright. It's literally just pointing out what is wrong in the video. It's not hard.
I could do it.
Yes.
I had to psych myself up, Emma.
It's set up so you can, fast forward, rewind, or pause the video like you would with
A VHS, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say a DVD player.
That too.
Blu-ray.
I don't have one of those. I've been meaning to get one.
Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing.
Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand to watch this video.
I was trying to think of a Laserdisc joke, chat, so thank you for just shouting it out. Because I was seriously trying to think of a Laserdisc joke. Also, wow, I guess my first Meekins just fainted dead away because this thing played forever for me.
How did this guy ever become a police officer?
That's actually a very good question. Sweet Meekins. Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction that indicates the man may not be Detective Goodman? Ah. Oh, I have to hold it. Right.
Alright, get ready to pause. Okay, go back.
Oh, because the glove fell out.
Yeah. You're thinking of the other
I am.
thing. Yeah, no.
Whoop.
Play. Rewind.
I was clicking it. I don't know if you can hear that or not, but I was clicking it. Okay, we're gonna start at a safe place back here. Okay.
Perfect. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this.
Yes, that is strange. Something certainly seems unnatural about that. What could it mean? Sorry to interrupt, Mr. Wright, but you seem to have forgotten the point of this exercise.
The point?
What you are looking for is one thing and one thing only. Something that indicates the man may not be Detective Goodman.
Oh, yeah. Come on, that is what it is. Is it not, like, right at the right timestamp?
Oh, God, probably not. Phew, I almost walked right into the defense's trap. No, you won't, Meekins.
Rats, I need to slow down and tackle this one piece at a time. Play video again.
Is it gotta be, like, when it's, like, falling?
Yeah, probably.
Just remember one thing, Mr. Wright. Every time you point your finger, someone gets hurt. Says the one pointing his finger at us.
Yeah, I'm about to get hurt.
I would once again play the security tape until someone dies or the defense points out the contradiction. Blah, 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 blah. Okay.
Just fast forward.
I am. Okay. Too far, I think. I think it needs to be a little bit higher, back higher up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just try to tap unwind.
Rewind? Oh, you can...
Yeah.
I hate my life. I never knew you could do that. 14 years. This song and those eyes and the fact that I just learned that is what my hell is. My chat is trying not, or not my chat, my mod is trying not to fucking lose her mind at me right now. I always did it like he's judging me. I'm judging him. He could fucking stop functioning. Demon. 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 I can't even say music stop, I win, because...
Yeah, the strange thing about this video has got to be this.
No, this is the same dialogue.
Oh my god.
Objection!
Are you sure it's the glove first?
Yes, it's the glove.
Do you ever get a sense of deja vu? Yes, chat, all the time. Oh my god. They didn't stop this from being so fucking finicky, really? Okay. We're just gonna do this frame by fucking frame. That actually looks creepy, because it looks like there's some
Try
kind
it
of,
now.
like, demon, like, reaching down.
Try it now.
We can't even say music stop, you win. It just stops the blue badger. Nope.
Come on!
Welcome to playing Ace Attorney on the DS.
I did not have this much trouble.
Are you sure it's the...
There's another way to do this. You can present the videotape on statement number 5.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, let's... It seems that I've been taking this the wrong approach.
Now then, the defense may resume its cross-examination. Assuming the witness is still willing to continue, that is. Officer Meekins?
Yes, sir. It is my duty as a police officer to help the lost, sir.
Great. Now they think I'm lost.
No, Nick, we're lost. It's okay. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3,
The last tape.
4, 5. Oh, bother you.
Objection!
Present.
Regarding the video contained on this tape, there's one thing in this particular, thing in particular that seems rather strange.
Strange.
A contradiction that leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman.
What? This video contains such a contradiction? Do you ever get the sense of deja vu?
All the time.
Objection!
Interesting. Your Honor, I have yet another proposal.
Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. I propose we have the defense
Point out.
Right, shut up. I just nearly started my tea. Oh, you can present the security video at any of the statements.
Yeah.
No, you skipped a step.
I skipped a step.
Yes, you did. You pulled a me.
I did.
Yep. Because this just winds us up right back where we were. This case is such an asshole. I mean, it's a great case, but it is such an asshole. It's unlocked.
Oh shoot, that's right.
Yep. You pulled a me. You went from A to C.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Take that!
Then it's the glove. Oh, does it have to be Goodman? Oh no.
Officer Meekins.
Sir, do you mean me, sir?
Oh my god, I thought we had to get Goodman in front of the fucking locker.
As I wasn't expecting that. As I understand it,
I thought you cut out for
locker-
you cut out for a second and the blue badger was just consuming me whole.
As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprints if it's a match. The light turns on and the lock is released.
Hey, pal, what's with you showing off the inside of my locker like that? I don't appreciate that. Not in front of the whole court. She can see that. Pal, shut the door.
How's it feel? How's it feel to have your secrets revealed?
You don't even know, pal. Shut up.
I hope you enjoyed that T-bone steak last night, because I'm not giving in.
Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Wright has a really special item he doesn't want anybody to know about.
Sirs? According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir.
Between that and me reading chat, who is saying there is no heaven, there is no hell, there is only Badger, and just Meekins again, sirs. I am slain. Oh.
If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture.
Yeah, Nick, we know. I hate this videotape so much. Officer Meekins, like, can I please have a waffle, sir? It's a great line.
When the victim reached for the handle to open the locker... Let's review a little earlier.
Oh god, it twitched.
Here, notice the light?
What's this? It's already lit. AF.
Precisely my point, Your Honor.
Just imagine Nick giving the judge a very blank stare. I've been trying to brush up on my with the kids lingo.
The locker was already open before the detective grabbed the handle. Meanwhile, Nick is just like... Edgeworth yelled at me to shut up, so I'm just not making any commentary outside. So he's indeed shutting up.
Aww. Order, order. What's the meaning of this? Right, I apologize. That was very unprofessional.
Apology accepted. It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime.
But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know, it must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction. Oh well, it just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation?
Me, Your Honor?
Yes, why wasn't the locker locked?
Me, Your Honor? Yes, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator?
Huh? Oh, maybe something like jam the system sensor.
Something jam the sensor? Say, there's something else that seemed out of place in this video.
Yeah, like that glove you kept trying to point to?
Yeah.
And nobody was paying attention to for some reason?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That happens a lot around me.
Well, I mean, I'm on your side.
Thank you.
Yeah, I thought so too. I mean, we already know what the clue is. It's the glove you were trying to point out, so let's point it out. Very well, let's inspect the video once more. Back into hell. The locker wasn't locked, Mr. Wright. Please point out the cause for this. Ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba-da-bum, ba-dum-ba-dum-bum. It's so weird because it's like coming in at different speeds for everybody. This is why.
Also, you're like, I'm going to hell, and I'm just like happily just humming along.
There, we're gonna take like the demon approach. And that hit!
Demon hand, Your Honor.
It looks like a demon is reaching out. It's very creepy.
Take that!
Please watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier.
Oh, do I
this is actually the part I did. Oh, I can't fucking talk. This is the part I showed you earlier.
Did Mr. Edgeworth being like really on top of things just kind of fluster you?
I think it's just a whole bunch of stuff.
Note to self, Mr. Wright is easily flustered. Question mark?
Ugh.
Oh, thank God. We don't have the goddamn music. Blessed silence. I do like the Blue Badger theme song. It's very cute, but a pet peeve of mine is repetition. What's this? Something white fell out of the locker.
But sir, it's been my experience that things fall out of when doors open.
Objection!
Didn't get to read his line, but that's okay.
He falls out of car doors when they open, which means he's yeeting himself out from a moving car.
Good job, Meekins. We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with.
What do you mean?
The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. What if something was, was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door?
Inserted? Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
This white thing that wasn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor.
Oh, I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck in the door when I get out of the patrol vehicle, sir.
How, Meekins, you yeet yourself? Does that mean he tries to yeet himself out? His tie gets stuck and he gets dragged along outside of the car?
Yes.
Oh my God.
This man is something else.
Someone help him. Instead of the door closing, the tie chokes him.
Yeah.
But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. Not only that, it would also have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator. Yes, an insulator, but at the crime scene.
There just might have been something that fits the description.
Sir, an insulator? You don't mean...
I think I finally got it figured out.
Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? What was this insulator that was stuck in the locker door? It was the fucking glove. Ah! May we be done with this damn video. We're not.
I found this near the locker. A thin rubber glove.
But we can't be sure that that was in the victim's locker.
Oh, hang on. It has a tag saying the SL9 incident. The video seemed to depict the victim opening his locker. But that isn't the case. The lit lamp assists to this, or attests to this. On the day of the crime, even I could have opened that locker. Is that not so, Officer Meekins?
Sir, it would appear so, sir.
Chicken squabble. Order, order, order. No chickens in my courtroom. So are we to believe then that the victim, whom this witness stabbed in the evidence room, was not Detective Goodman?
Objection!
Do not be misled, Your Honor. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The defense has merely demonstrated that possibility and nothing more. The victim in the video was indeed Bruce Goodman. The prosecution will offer one more testimony to prove this.
What?
Officer Meekins, please testify about this.
Sir, me, sir? I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir. Oh, you mean that, sir? Of course, sir.
Is this a joke?
Very well, begin your testimony. I think this is the last of Meekins?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so we can get through Meekins and then... we're good? Or, do you want to call it and do Meekins next time?
We'll just get through Meekins.
Okay.
There's one thing that proves the man was Detective Goodman, sir. To enter the evidence room, one must use their ID card. When the ID card is used, there's a record of it. At the time of the crime, the detective had to use his card.
An ID card record. I see. I have the ID card record right here, Your Honor. The ID used at 514 is that of the victim. Just before the crime, Yes, without a doubt, this is the victim's ID. However, one thing does strike me as unusual. Several hundred cases should have been due for transferal. Why are there so few people using this room? This particular evidence room is only used for storing certain special cases.
Special cases?
Extremely violent cases involving police staff. Just hearing that makes my hair stand on end.
Me too. Although it doesn't make much of a difference.
There were only a few cases up for transferal there, and most were cleared up by noon. Right, I see. Now, let us move on to the cross-examination.
So, unlike your earlier testimony, you believe this to be rock solid, do you?
Yes, sir. Solid as a stone, sir. If my hand wasn't wrapped in bandages, I'd even give a V for victory sign, sir.
Couldn't he just use his right hand for that? Let's hear him out fully. As we've seen, one never knows what he might say until the very last second.
Is that card hanging from your neck one of those ID cards?
Yes, sir. This card right next to my cuff, sir. I keep it here so I won't ever forget it.
But what if someone were to steal it from you? Keeping it out in the open like that?
Maybe I shouldn't wear it around my neck.
Oh, Meekins.
Remember when I said it 2 or 3 times the time my tie gets stuck when I get out of the car? Well, the remaining time it's my ID card that gets stuck. Instead of the door closing, my ID chokes me.
Maybe I should just leave this one alone.
At any rate, each police officer only has one ID card. Both the police department and the prosecutor's office can attest to this. Please proceed with your testimony.
Let it be noted that this is the record of the witness was referring to.
Let me see. Yes, that would be it. Detective Goodman.
What's the matter?
According to this, Mr. Edgeworth, your name is on here. So it is, Your Honor. Not that prosecutor again. Hey, maybe he's behind all this. Being a prosecutor, he could hide the evidence. Mommy, is the man in blue a murderer? Shh, don't stare at him.
You got the wrong color, kid.
It would seem the inquiry committee will want to speak with you again today. I have nothing to be ashamed of regarding my actions or their consequences. For now, let us continue with the cross-examination. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. It must be so difficult for him.
Yeah.
Again? But
No.
he can just say that Chief Gant asked him to take the screwdriver, right?
He should be able to, yeah.
Okay. I hope he's okay.
Me too, Emma.
Hold it!
Earlier, I believe you testified when you asked the man to show. Earlier, I believe you testified that when you asked the man to show his ID card, he pulled a knife on you.
Yes, sir. He didn't show me any ID card, sir.
I just noticed Meekins doesn't fully close his eyes.
No.
Meekins, you need a lot of help.
Don't you think that's odd? I mean, if he had his ID card, all he had to do is show it to you. There wouldn't be any reason to draw a knife.
Maybe he just panicked.
Everything stems from contradictions. Let's point them out.
Mr. Wright, what do you think?
I'm confused.
What?
The problem with this ID card testimony is far too obvious. It's not like Edgeworth to miss something like this.
You're thinking too hard about it. Come on, let's show them what we've got. Okay, so...
Any of these, like 2, 3, or 4, we can present.
And you present the record.
No.
No?
No, because that just shows that his card was used.
But
He
yeah,
didn't have his card.
yeah, it was found at the prosecutor's office crime scene.
Yeah.
Yep. I was like, wait a minute. As soon as I said it, I was like, wait a sec, that's wrong. It clicked into place. Much like the piece of that vase.
Objection!
There we go.
Wait a moment, Officer Meekins.
I'm not good at waiting, sir.
I have the victim's ID card right here. I found it at the crime scene.
That makes sense.
When I say crime scene, I'm not referring to the evidence room at the police department. I mean the other crime scene. The underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. Your Honor, I have one more piece of evidence to present. A very important clue regarding the victim's ID card.
And lost item report. It's only half completed.
But it shows that Detective Goodman had lost something on the day of the crime. Something important enough to fill out this report.
Let me guess. You believe this something to be his ID card, yes?
I can't say for sure, but there's a high possibility. On the day of the crime, Detective Goodman was not carrying his card.
Order! Order! So now, what does this all mean?
It can only mean one thing. It doesn't even require much thought. The man Officer Meekins encountered in the evidence room was not Detective Goodman, but rather a man who stole his ID card.
Order! 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 Does the prosecution have a response? I have only one thing to say to the defense. Bravo, Mr. Wright.
Bravo.
Allow me to summarize the defense's argument. Kiss me. I have only one thing to say to the defense. Kiss me.
I mean, okay.
That quiet little Nick, like, okay.
I mean, okay. Sure.
Thank you, chat. At 5:15 on the day of the crime, the man in the evidence room Officer Meekins encountered was not Detective Goodman. There are 2 grounds to support this. First, the locker in the evidence room was already unlocked. Second, the victim lost his ID card. Am I correct so far, Mr. Wright?
Yes. What's he up to?
That being the case, we must inevitably arrive at a single conclusion. If the victim in this video is a fake, then the murder in the evidence room is also fake. In other words, the security camera does not show the instant of the murder.
That is... Well, I guess that's right.
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Only moments ago you seemed content to be pointing your finger around.
This isn't going to end well.
Well, well, it seems you finally realized exactly what you've gone to such lengths to prove. Explain yourself, Mr. Edgeworth. The defense has already... blah, 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 blah. The defense has already done the explaining for me. The victim in this video is a fake, which means that a murder did not take place. At the police... God damn it, Edgeworth. The murder did not take place at the... the most dignified spluttering. Blah, 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 blah. The murder did not take place at the police department at 5:15 on the day of the crime. So the real crime could only take place at one location, the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The murderer being Miss Lana Skye, the defendant. The evidence is compelling. A trustworthy witness observed the moment the defendant used the murder weapon.
Ugh. I knew that testimony was way too shabby. It was all a trap from the beginning.
The activity in the evidence room still leaves many questions unanswered. Who exactly was the victim Officer Meekins encountered? And where did this person disappear to? However, this trial's purpose is to examine only the murder of Detective Goodman. Just so, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, you have to do something, or else Lana...
What do I do? How am I supposed to get myself out of this mess?
Motherfucking object.
Mm-hmm.
Objection!
We gotta print.
One moment, Your Honor.
What now, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me you're objecting to what you've just proven.
Of course not. But I almost walked right into the prosecution's trap.
What are you talking about?
This cross-examination has proven one thing and one thing only. The security video did not show the actual murder. However, it cannot be said that it is unrelated to the murder in the parking lot. Specifically, large amounts of blood traces were found in the evidence room. The defense demands a further examination into the truth of this matter.
Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. If this court were to examine this further, other witnesses will be necessary. Is the prosecution prepared? I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecution considered the incident at the police department to be unrelated. We have not prepared any other witnesses for this incident.
This might just be my chance. Time to call a certain Texas Ranger to the stand.
Mr. Wright, do you mean...
Your Honor. Defense would like to request a specific witness.
Whom do you have in mind?
Someone who we have reason to believe knows the truth. The truth behind the activities that took place in the evidence room.
The prosecution requests to hear this person's name before deciding whether or not to comply. Very well then, Mr. Wright. This person whom you would have testify, what is his or her name? Jake Marshall.
Officer Jake Marshall.
Why him?
I can't let Edgeworth know everything just yet.
After all, he refused me for tea.
He's in charge of the evidence room. I feel we should hear what he has to say.
The prosecution agrees to the defense's request. Since he was responsible for guarding the room, we should hear his testimony. Fortunately, he works in the police department. We shouldn't need longer than 20 minutes to prepare. Very well. The court will take a 30-minute recess while the witness is subpoenaed. Will the prosecution please prepare the witness during this time? We will, Your Honor. Court is now in recess. Do we get a save? Okay, we're gonna save here anyway.
Well, we get just after this scene, yeah.
Oh, we do get a save? Okay.
Yeah. There's no stopping you, is there, Mr. Wright? Huh? What do you mean? You called Jake Marshall. It seems you figured everything out. I haven't figured anything out.
Lana, you're the one who knows everything.
Emma.
You always know everything. Why don't you just tell us? Mr. Wright is trying his hardest to protect you.
I don't ever recall asking him for his protection.
How can you be so cold? Don't you trust us? Don't you trust me? I hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later.
Oh, wait, Detective Gumshoe. What is it?
You've got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run around while on duty, and to top it off, you call me here. I've seen happier people at funerals.
Sorry, Detective.
You better be, pal. Hey! I didn't see you there, Chief Prosecutor Sky.
That's okay. So, have you brought what I asked?
You mean this, right?
My apologies, Detective. Due to my present circumstance, I was forced to use Mr. Wright's name when making my request. My name?
Never in a million years would I have thought it was you who asked me. Could I bother you to bring me the SL9 incident files? I'll need them by noon. Talk about crazy.
The SL9 incident?
But Lana, that's...
I thought Mr. Wright might need them, so I had them brought here. Here, you might as well read them.
I can't believe you and the chief prosecutor were a witness in that case.
Miss Scott was a witness?
Take it from me, you don't want anything to do with serial murderers. Let's just read that real quick. The Joe Dark killings, it said. Joe Dark killing solved 2 years ago. Incident SL9 closed. The perpetrator is Joe Dark, crime serial murderer, sentenced death. Victims Edward Jones, Edith Kirby, Jeb Bates, Jason Knight, Rachel Moss, Neil Marshall. Trial data. Head prosecutor Miles Edgeworth. Witnesses Lana Skye, Emma Skye. Investigation task force. Executive investigators Damon Gant, Lana Skye. Head investigator Bruce Goodman. Investigators Jake Marshall, Angel Starr. Oh, what? Now that I brought you the stuff, you're just gonna ignore me?
Emma. But why? Why is your name here?
What? My name's in there? I don't know. Unless... No, it couldn't be. Lana, this SL9 incident, is that...
That's the classification number the police filed it under. 2 years ago, the rest of the world knew it as the Joe Dark killings.
The Joe Dark... No. No, Lana. That's over with. No!
Emma, wait! She ran away.
You know what? I just remembered. I gotta be somewhere. Sorry, pal, but I'm out of here.
Jake Marshall, Angel Starr, Damon Gant, Miles Edgeworth? Not to mention Lana and Emma. Everyone involved in this case is connected to the killing 2 years ago. This can't just be a coincidence.
Knowing you, you just might be able to figure it out. Time to get back to the trial, Mr. Wright. Best of luck.
I better take a good look at this file.
Oh, I know this file. Hey, and we can save in the top. Hey, okay, so now next time we're gonna have Jake on the stand, and I think since it's a longer recording day, get more investigating. Sad spirit fingers, yeah, I know. And get back to more investigating. The final day of investigation.
Yeah.
This is another rabbit hole that just goes deeper. And then there are thoughts, capital T thoughts we both have after Rise from the Ashes, on Rise from the Ashes.
Yes.
Yes.
With it, in regards to it as an additional case and how well it integrated itself, and just about the characters in general.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's definitely not going to end next time. It's going to be quite a few more sessions still. So, yeah. Next time we're going to talk to Jake, because there's somebody there that shared his last name. So we got to find out what the fuck's going on there. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry we were kind of ridiculous through this whole thing. Meekins tends to have that effect on people, and the Blue Badger tends to sap my sanity from me.
That's like your Cthulhu. It just makes you go insane.
It really is. It's just... And I love his song, and I want to learn how to do the dance and everything, but, like, there's just... Anyone who's played the first Ace Attorney Investigations knows exactly what moment... yeah, Blue Badger Fatagan. In his city of the evidence room, The blue badger sleeps.
Jesus.
But yeah, we'll we'll find out more next time. Oh god damn it. Yeah, the badger tends to sap my sanity, and Meekins tends to kill your brain with the megaphone.
Oh man.
I think we're done with him now though.
Yes, we are.
Bless Meekins, he's a sweet man. That fucking megaphone kills me. Meekins, please, just get rid of the megaphone. But anyway, we are done for the night. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. And we will see you next time in part 19 and 20. We're finally going to get hit part 20 in game 1. Jesus Christ. That made my whole... I want you to know, that made my whole OBS freak the fuck out for a second. You and your fucking Zalgo text.
Bless.
Oh my god. The Zalgo text made my entire OBS flash. Oh heck.
It didn't know what to do.
It didn't. My OBS is like an eldritch abomination. What? It's good. We didn't lose anything. We're still live. I'm still streaming. I'm still recording. We're good. Oh man. Note to self. OBS doesn't like Zalgo. We learned a thing today. That was briefly scary for a moment. Oh man. Well, I'm gonna go have nightmares about the blue badger. I don't know about you guys.
I'm not.
No, you love that fucking thing.
I do.
Also, poor Miles. I feel so bad for Miles through this whole case.
Having a rough time.
He's having a very rough time. He's been called in front of the PI. He's going to be called in front of the PIC twice now. For shit that's out of his control.
Yep.
Oh boy. So yeah, we're going to get to more of that next time. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Danny.
And Katie.
We are sugar and spice, nothing at all nice, and very fucking insane in this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one, guys, and take it easy.